So she put her pedal to the metal. She didn't care. She was willing to risk speeding tickets, chaos throughout Winnipeg. Hi, this is Leanne from Love, Laugh, and Lose Weight. I'm your host. Welcome back. This week I want to tell you a story. So gather around, folks, cross your little legs, and here goes the story. This is the story of a young woman named Luciella. Luciella lived in a faraway land in a kingdom, and she was a distant cousin to a much more well-known sister or a distant cousin named Cinderella, who you may have heard of. Now, Luciella lived in this kingdom, and Luciella had a fine life. She never had to scrub floors, mop dirty things for her wicked aunt. Never had to do any of that. Her life was good. She ate popcorn whenever she pleased. Life was good. And then one day, along came a very, very mean community. Very mean community. And this community said, Luciella, your days of popcorn are gone. You are not to eat past 8 p.m. Luciella said, oh, not to eat past 8 p.m., but my popcorn! The community said no. They were kind of like the wicked aunt of Cinderella, but this is called the wicked community. So, this all started round about middle of February 2019. Well, one day, Luciella, actually, I have to say something. The wicked community was also played with your brain. They made Luciella think that not eating past 8 p.m. was her idea. One day, she's the one who said, I'm not going to eat past 8 p.m. And the wicked community said, good idea. So, that's what she did. So for 3 weeks, she never ate past 8 p.m. But she was a sad lady. She was so sad. She would come home. She was missing her friends, her popcorn friends. Well, one day, she was driving home in her car. I mean, not in her car. She was driving home in her pumpkin carriage from a far place where she had been visiting. And she looked on the clock of the pumpkin carriage, and it said, guess what time it said? It said 7:10 p.m. Now, this particular day happened to be March 1st, 2019. It said 7:10 p.m. Luciella said, wow, I have 50 minutes before I lose my slipper. She didn't want to lose her slipper. She's got wearing her slippers right now because those slippers keep her feet warm. She couldn't afford to lose them. I have 50 minutes before I lose those slippers, and in those 50 minutes, if I can get home, make the popcorn, and eat it, I'll have eaten before 8 p.m. This is what she said to herself. So she put her pedal to the metal. She didn't care. She was willing to risk speeding tickets, chaos throughout Winnipeg, which was the name of this distant kingdom. Throughout Winnipeg, she was willing. She was cruising. She was going through stoplight because she needed to get home, make the popcorn, and eat it before 8 p.m. So she was doing this. All of a sudden, at about 7:15, she realized, oh, guess what? I don't have any butter at home. Why don't I have butter at home? Because my mean, wicked community said don't eat popcorn. Because, by the way, popcorn doesn't taste good at 3 in the afternoon. There's nothing about popcorn that tastes good at 3. Popcorn tastes good at 9 p.m. That's when it tastes good. Yeah. So, because of the wicked community, she doesn't even have butter at home anymore. The only reason she ever used butter was to put it on the popcorn. Okay? She doesn't use it on bread, nothing else. She doesn't bake cookies. So there's no butter. So then now it's 7:15 p.m. She's realizing, she's looking at that clock at that 8 p.m. time, but she's got to get some butter. She scoots that little pumpkin carriage right on into the drugstore, runs in, almost slips on her ass because it's slippery outside and icy, but she didn't care. She's on a mission. Got that got that butter back in the carriage, and went home. She got home. When she got home, it was 7:25 p.m. Now her doggie hadn't seen her the whole afternoon. Her doggie's jumping up and down. Hi, Mama! Hi, Mama! Mama said, get out of my way! I'm on a mission! I don't have time to be giving love-ups! Oh, no! So Luciella popped her popcorn. By the time she finished popping her popcorn, it was now 7:35 p.m. Now, normally, Luciella doesn't eat her popcorn by the handful. She eats it one kernel at a time, and not only that, she doesn't put one kernel in her mouth. She's a popcorn aficionado. Okay, she's good at this. She doesn't put the one kernel in her mouth. She eats all the little pieces around the centerpiece and then pops the centerpiece in her mouth. Now, normally, a bowl of popcorn would last her an entire movie, 2 hours. You can imagine, if you're eating it like that, it lasts a while. She looked at the clock and said, I got 25 minutes because of my mean, wicked community and their 8 o'clock rules. By the way, which they made her think were her rules. That's the funny thing. So she finally ate the popcorn, finished it. Actually, by 8 o'clock there was still some left, so she left it because she was afraid she would lose her slippers, and it's cold, so she couldn't lose her slippers like her distant cousin Cinderella did. And then she said goodbye to a friend, because truthfully, eating at 7:25 or 7:35, it's not as much fun as eating at 9 p.m. And trying to eat your little kernels kind of quickly, it's not as much fun. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, goodbye, my popcorn. The end.